welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, paying off debt, and my very exciting journey from full-time teacher to full-time Etsy shop owner and YouTuber. So if that is something that you think you would like to see, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along on this journey. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my Etsy income for the second and the third week of January. But before we do that today, I want to share something really interesting with you guys. I'm going to get a blank sheet of paper here so I can share this. So I was recently watching MamaRhi Budgets, who I really enjoy her channel, by the way. She's a fun one to watch. But anyways, she has started selling, I don't know what she's selling. Oh, I think it's envelopes, cash envelopes on Etsy. And she was sharing her numbers like I do, but I've always shared the amount of money that Etsy gives me, not the amount that I make with Etsy before all of their fees and stuff come out. And I thought that it was really fascinating to see that part of it. So I'm going to share that with you today. Unfortunately, I would love to do it like week to week, and I think I'm going to try to figure that out. By the way, Etsy is being more transparent this year with all of this information, so it's easier to get to, but they're doing it month by month. So right now I have the total I'm going to share with you is for this first 3 weeks of January so far, but I couldn't figure, there's no report like week to week, unfortunately, because I would really like to see that. But let's just look at so far in January how it breaks down, because it's fascinating. Okay, so for starters, according to Etsy, so we start with sales, and I have made with them, I have sold $4,156, and 60 cents. I'll share the cents with you. Okay, I think this is really, really fascinating because that is a whole lot of money, and Etsy does not give me all that. I only get a small part of that. So let me break down for you what happened. So first, there are something called Etsy fees. Now, these fees are broken up into 3 sections. There is a listing fee, there is a transaction fee, and there is a processing fee. And altogether, so far this month, they have charged me a total of $537.45 for Etsy fees. Okay. Then, if your shop makes a certain amount of money, you have to pay a marketing fee. It's not optional. Like, they do have Etsy ads that you can purchase, which I've never done, but if you make a certain amount of money, you contribute to their marketing thing. I don't know why. I don't get it. Whatever. It's $10. So I make a certain amount of money, so I have to contribute to that. Okay, and then for shipping, $820.84. Okay, so this is what my sales were, but once you take all of the things out, and I haven't calculated this myself, I'm just going off of what Etsy told me. They told me that the net sales, so this is the amount they actually pay me, and this is the amount that I've been sharing with you guys. So far this month is $2,788.31. So this is all before like all of my personal business expenses come out. So it's really interesting. I mean, according to Etsy, I'm doing really well, but it's not really accurate. Like, I got my statement from them for how much money I made last year, and I was like, no, I did not make that much money last year. I just thought that was really interesting, you guys, to see that big difference. What do you guys think? Do you think that's interesting? Is this information you'd like for me to share with you? Let me know. Let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to start with week 2. This is a Plum Paper notebook. This is an Erin Condren notebook. I have links to both of these shops in the description box below. Okay, and the formula I'm using this year, so my sources of income are Etsy, YouTube, Patreon, and Amazon. And the formula I'm using is income minus expenses will give me my net. And then my net times 0.3, that is the amount I need to pay to taxes. And then income minus expenses minus taxes, that will give me my take-home pay. Okay, so we are going to start with last week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a video last week. I was not feeling well. By the way, guys, thank you so much for all of your like kind messages and well wishes. I really appreciate it. I was like, oh, makes me feel like I'm not quite so alone. I feel alone a lot of times, so that made me feel good. Like, it made me feel like people cared about me. Okay, so I did receive a check from Etsy last week. It was pretty small because the shop was closed 5 out of the 7 days. We were still getting caught up on orders from December, so we were finally caught up on all the December orders, and now we're starting to work on the January orders. Okay, so we made $308. That was my net after Etsy took out all of their fees and marketing and shipping and all that. So that's how much Etsy gave me. So let's see all together how much we've made so far this month. 2728 plus 308. That is $3,036. Okay, so let's look at expenses. So for that week, we had more expenses than we had an income. So we're gonna go down negative. So, okay, so this was for 111. The source was Etsy. Okay, so the amount of money was $587. That was the total amount, and I'll quickly share with you what we got. I got a cut and color on my hair. That is a business expense for me because if I was not on camera, I would not be cutting and coloring my hair. Before, even like 6 months into making YouTube videos, I wasn't cutting and coloring my hair. It had been a couple of years, but I do that now because it just makes me feel better when I'm on camera. So that is a business expense. Contractor is Jacob. He makes $250 a week. Insta Ink, that is our ink for our stickers. And then, which would be a material for the category. That's a material fee. Material are things that are necessary to make my products. And then I got some more hair products from Amazon for $47. So total $587. This was a mistake. Sorry about that. I accidentally wrote, what would that have been? My net there when this page is to track expenses. So last week we had $725 of expenses. This week we have $587. Let's see all together how much that would be. So far we have $1312 towards business expenses. Okay, coming over to taxes. So in order to calculate taxes, I need to have my net, which is income minus expenses, and then I need to multiply that times 0.3. So my income last week was $308 minus my expenses of $587. So my net income was a negative amount. So I have a negative amount of $279. Now, there's no reason for me to multiply that times 0.3. I mean, the government is not going to give me money back, I don't think, because I went over on expenses. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong about that, let me know, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to give me money back. So what do I do here, guys? Do I just put 0 towards taxes? If this is not right, someone let me know. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a bookkeeper. I'm just to figure this stuff out. So let me know if I should change that amount. Well, I definitely don't have to pay anything because I had no amount. Okay, anyways. So for calculating our income, we had 308. Okay, so minus taxes, there was nothing for taxes, and for expenses was 587. So 1403, 308 minus 587, so we have negative 279. So far for our take-home pay this month, we're at $1,124. Okay, so I have a problem because I already spent that money. So I might have to change my family budget, the way I'm doing things with my family budget, because, yeah. Okay, well, let's take a look at this week's income and see how we did. Okay, so this week I received a check from Etsy. It was a good week. Anytime it was over $1,000. It was $1,387. You know, for me, I consider over $1,000 a good week. The end-to-end net pay after Etsy takes out all of their stuff. So 3036 plus 1387. So far, for all of my sources of income, I've made $4,423. So this seems like a really great number, and you know what I think? I think that because that's not how much Etsy said they've given me this month. They said that they've given me $2,788 in net. So I think, gosh, I'm so confused, you guys, but I think this was probably December. You know, for tax purposes, this is probably counted as my income from last year. But anyways, okay, so 1387 expenses. So I had quite a bit of expenses this week. We had $1,086 that went towards expenses. Let's talk about what I needed to buy. So I had a purchase from Amazon for $14, and that was matte spray. It's something that we're trying. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we spend a lot of money on mats, and if we could keep reusing them and use spray instead, that would really help us out and save us a ton of money. So that's just something that David and I are trying. I made a purchase at Walmart for mats and blades, and that was $349. The reason why I purchased from Walmart instead of Silhouette was I hadn't received my order from Silhouette. That's the downside of Silhouette. Like, the prices are consistent, and they usually have material on hand, but unfortunately their shipping took forever. I actually got this order from Walmart before I got the mats and stuff I had ordered from Silhouette. So I might continue to order from Walmart going forward. I had my 3-month P.O. box payment. I have to pay every 3 months. That was $45. I paid Jacob for his work. That was $250. I got a new stool from Staples. I have a standing desk where my computer is, and I have a stool, and it's like just really cheap and falling apart. David's repaired it for me several times, and he told me this week it's beyond repair at this point. So I got a new chair. Epidemic Sound, that is for YouTube production for my music I use in my YouTube videos. Okay, I bought some patterns from Etsy. I am from one artist for $9 and another artist for $6. I paid my $2 for my Google storage, and then I put an Amazon order in this morning, and I went through, you know, my inventory and just wrote down everything I needed to order. I wanted to make sure I had that order in before I paid myself. Okay, so I needed 9x12 mailers, cello bags, 7x9 mailers, sticker paper, and shipping labels. And all together, for everything, it came to $1,086. So we were at $1,312, and then we had $1,086. So far this month, we've paid $2,398 towards business expenses. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm beginning to see why I got into debt last year, business debt. So I'm going to take my income, which was $1,387. I am going to subtract this week's expenses, which was $1,086. So my net was $301. So 301 times 0.3. So $91 is going towards taxes. Oh, whoops, sorry. 91. Oh, my total is supposed to be here. Let me fix this. Okay. So 600 plus 0 is 600, and then 600 plus 91 is 691. So far total for taxes. Okay, so for weekly check-in, we have our income, which was $1,387, and then the amount we put towards taxes, which was $91, and the amount we put towards expenses, which was $1,086. So let's see how much we're going to have for take-home pay this week. $1,387 minus 91 minus $1,086. So we're going to have $210 to work with this week. And last week I didn't have any take-home pay. I was negative. So I'm going to have to take a look at my family budget and work some things out. At this point in time, I have no idea what I'm going to do. But, you know, I always figure something out. So let's see. 1124 plus 210. That is a total income this month so far of $1334. So this is what I'm going to do. On Sunday, I will do my family budget check-in, and by then, I will have a plan in place for this money. I think this is probably a good week to do a pantry challenge. Luckily, our pantries are very well stocked. We're stocked up on everything, our freezers, our pantries, so food-wise, I'm not worried. So come back on Sunday if you want to see how we're going to spend that money. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And I will see you all again next time. Bye, everyone.